Yo, what's up, my billionaire? I hope you're doing amazing today. Austin here, aka Mr. Billionaire, and in today's Animal Crossing New Horizons video, we'll be talking about the 5 best items to duplicate in Animal Crossing New Horizons. But before we get into the video, I asked you guys what you'd like to see more of, what type of content. You want to see more Animal Crossing, more Pokemon, and about 80% of you guys said you want to see more Animal Crossing. So I'm going to be going really hard with the Animal Crossing content. And yeah, with that being said, let's dive straight into the video. So the first item that we're going to talk about is going to be fish bait. And I'm going to go ahead and place all the items that we talk about on this little table right here. I thought it was a cute idea. But anyway, yeah, if you love fishing in Animal Crossing, or if you have yet to complete your museum, or if you just want to make a ton of bells on Nookazon, because fish bait goes for crazy amounts of bells on Nookazon, and I'll get to that in just a moment here. But yeah, duplicating a lot of fish bait is just gonna make your Animal Crossing life so much easier. And not only that, like your hands and your thumbs and your fingers will definitely thank you for it, because we know how tiring it is to craft a bunch of fish bait. It's really, really tiring. And yeah, like I'm pretty sure that there are some fish out there that can only be caught with fish bait. I do believe the Mally Mally, which is in the summertime, is only caught with fish bait. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. And like I mentioned, that fish bait goes for crazy amounts of bells on Nookazon, and I think this is probably why, is because of the convenience matter, Like, people really don't want to, like, spend their Animal Crossing day crafting a bunch of fish bait. Yeah, that's a great way to make a lot of bells. It really is. Boom! Alright, that was a little transition, okay? So the next item, you guys already see it, it's gold nuggets. Alright, and the reason why you should dupe gold nuggets in Animal Crossing is because they are so rare to get. Like, you don't come across them that often. Like, whenever you hit a rock with a shovel and a gold nugget pops out, you're like, oh my god, gold nugget. Because that, like, never happens. Quite the pleasant surprise, actually. And not only that, gold nuggets can also be used for crafting. Alright? Like, check out all these cool items you can get with gold nuggets, right? You can craft all these cool items. I like the gold stuff. I could be a little biased because I think gold looks freaking awesome. But yeah, I think it looks super cool. And you can also craft gold tools with gold nuggets. Now, I don't have any gold tools unlocked just yet because I restarted my island and I just never really got them yet. But I need to work on that though. Now, the next item we're going to talk about is Nook Mile Tickets. Nook Mile Tickets are one of the most valuable items in Animal Crossing, in my opinion, if not the most valuable. Alright, because they are the currency for villager hunting, and we all know the more Nook Mile tickets that we have, the better our odds are of getting our dream villager. Alright, you can also use Nook Mile tickets to trade with others on Nookazon. It's actually a really good currency for that as well. And this is really how useful Nook Mile tickets are, right? They're so useful that I, did all this duping for them. And yeah, having a big stash of Nook Mile tickets just makes trading so much better and faster. Like, I've noticed that on Nookazon, if I offer, let's say, like a crazy sum of Nook Mile tickets, let's say like I'm buying like just a normal skateboarding helmet, right? I'll give them like 10 Nook Mile tickets and they'll be like, oh my god, and like they'll accept it like instantly, like it's so fast, right? And I know that Nook Mile tickets, like, once you know how to dupe them correctly, and you can dupe them pretty fast, like, it's so abundant, like Nook Mile tickets are so abundant. So you'll never run out of them, basically. Just make sure, though, if you start duping Nook Mile tickets, always at least have a full inventory's worth, alright? And now, if you don't have a full inventory's worth just yet, you can dupe your way up and get a full inventory's worth. But, like, let's say you have, like, 5 inventories worth of Nook Mile tickets, right? And you start buying stuff on Nookazon. Well, you're not going to want to, like, spend all your Nook Mile tickets. You want to keep at least a full inventory's worth so you can keep duping them again, over and over, alright? That way you'll never run out. Alright, now we're back inside of the house to talk about our third item that you should duplicate, and that is going to be bells. Alright, now this applies more to like beginners. Like, if you already have a bunch of bells, this probably won't be the best item to duplicate. And if you don't have a whole lot of bells, then I highly recommend subscribing to my channel because I have a lot of bell guides. Alright, I had to put that in there, okay? But in all seriousness, if you are new to Animal Crossing, it would be worth it to dupe your bells. Only because you're going to need a lot of bells so you can get this one item. Because there is one item that you can dupe in Animal Crossing, and if you dupe this one item, well, you basically won't have to worry about bells ever again. Which brings us to number 5, the best item ever to duplicate. Can I get a drum roll, please? The Royal Crown, worth 1.2 million bells. Now, if you sell the Royal Crown at the Nook's Cranny, you'll get 300k bells, which means that it'll give you 3 times more bells than if you were to duplicate your bells. I hope that makes sense. Or you can sell the Royal Crown on Nookazon. If you have Nintendo Online, you can get even more bells if you sell the Royal Crown. Because the Royal Crowns on Nookazon, they go for like 500k up to 2 million bells. So if you dupe like a full inventory's worth, you're going to have like 40 million bells if you sell them on Nookazon. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments what items that you're going to duplicate. What are your favorite items to dupe? And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.